you guys. Full body as always, and I'll just run through it and talk you through as we go. Again, probably 6, 8 exercises, give or take. Already done my warm up, so hopefully you have two. Just always just make sure you're keeping things limber. But I've got some videos out there with my warm up if you want to follow that along or just do your own thing. So I'm just going to start with straight leg deadlift. Added a little bit of a shrug on either end of it, so keeping the knees slightly bent, leaning forward. At the bottom end of your straight leg dead raise, I'm going to do a little kind of shrug at the bottom and then shrug at the top. So, a bit of a wide stance, a little, let's say, shoulder width, maybe slightly wider. Bar should be kind of coming right up against your body, right up against the knees as you come down. Back straight. Also kind of thinking about your neck posture too. So I don't like to look up. Some people like to look kind of in front of them, but I kind of allow my neck to stay relatively stable throughout the movement. So I don't actually hopefully move it a whole lot. You'll see in the video there what's happening. And then keeps my neck in a nice neutral position. Then get that kind of burn through the hams. Also trying to engage your glutes. So as you come up out of your deadlift, really think about engaging through your glutes to get the upward movement happening and not just kind of rely on your back or your hamstrings. Squeeze your butt. And again, I don't even know how many reps I've done, but just repping it out as I always do. I went a little bit lighter because my next exercise, I can't go as heavy. So I always try to keep my workouts efficient, flowing, moving. Try not to fiddle around with the weights too much, but obviously do what you need to do. Depending on your goals and what you're working out for and what you're trying to get out of it, you adjust as you need, take breaks as you need, right? Water breaks, of course. Stay hydrated, especially as the summer months approach. Next one, I'm just going to do a bent over row. So same kind of position as the deadlift, maybe slightly more bend in the knees, and just drive the shoulders or the shoulder blades together. Drive the elbows back. As I pull back, yeah, I'm trying not to reef with my neck, which can be a bit of a tendency if you're lifting heavy. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. And doing that followed right by that straight leg deadlift with the hikes, with the shrugs, is actually pretty fatiguing. It's pretty tiring. Battery's dying there. Hopefully the battery lasts. Next one I'm going to do is just a walking lunge. Just have the bench on the way there a little bit. Clear that out of there, give you a bit more view here. So I'm going to do, not necessarily a walking lunge, but a moving backwards lunge. So I'm going to do one of these straight bars and overhead. I'm really into kind of overhead these days. Wide grip. Then I'm going to start from just this tall standing position. Step back, nice wide stance. And then actually I'm going to go same foot. And then maybe drive the knee forward, down to the lunge and back. So working on a bit of balance, a little stability. As I lunge back, that front knee, I'm just watching that it doesn't collapse inwards, if that makes sense. So if anything, I'm kind of pushing the knee laterally or outwards, so I don't let that knee collapse in. I don't know if you can see that in the camera there, but I don't let that knee collapse in. And that can be a tendency for people, especially if you've got weaker glutes. Glute med, actually, to be precise. So thinking about almost a lateral force, I guess, in that knee as I lunge down. I take a breather. I'm tired. Whew. Catch your breath. A little water. Like I said, staying hydrated is super, super important. And also just emphasizing sleep, something that, again, health is a balanced approach, right? I mean, you could eat super clean, but do nothing else and actually be really unhealthy still. Same with exercise. You can exercise till the cows come home, which actually is probably not necessarily a good thing to exercise that much, to exercise nonstop without taking rest. But if the rest of your health is unchecked, like I said, you've got poor eating habits, bad sleep, poor mental health, then you're really no better off. I mean, I guess it's better than not doing it, but like I said, it's really a balanced approach to health and trying to take care of all aspects: health, which is exercise, nutrition, sleep, mental. At least those are the 4 pillars that I like to live by. A couple more. Again, that lateral push of that knee when I go down. All right. So next one, I'm just going to keep moving here. And again, if you feel you can't move, do the exercises quickly. Obviously, just pause the video, right? Go at your pace and take breaks as you need. It's a lot more tiring when you're talking and working out. But I mean, actually, coming to think about that, film yourself exercising actually is a really cool thing. I've actually noticed that as I've been filming these workouts, that a lot of people don't work out with a partner and or a trainer or whatever. So having a look at your form is actually really cool and probably a good way to stay injury free, because sometimes you feel like you're doing movements correctly, but when you go up and watch it afterwards, you're like, oh geez, like I'm not getting that knee down all the way, or my knee's collapsing inwards or whatnot. I'm arching my back, etc., etc. My neck is in a bad position. So keep an eye on yourself by filming yourself from time to time is actually a great way to check that. So something I'd recommend from time to time. So just doing an incline press here. Again, keeping that rib cage down as best you can. Just be mindful of that, right? Don't let yourself flare your chest or your rib cage out. One more. I've actually can come to back around to the filming exercises. I've noticed I've kept on wearing the same shirt. I don't know why, but I must have been cycling through my limited wardrobe of what I wear when I come to work under my scrubs, and seem to always be wearing that North Carolina Wolfpack shirt in different colors. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm wearing this Mickey Mouse shirt of all things today. Anyway, find it kind of comical. This is basically the stuff I wear under the scrubs when I'm working at the hospital here. So, all right. So next one, I'm just going to throw in a fly, just come out the bench. Plus, I like flies. Most kind of guys out there, you really get a kick out of working chest. So just make sure you don't overdo it and overbalance the front press and not pull. So I'm going to throw in another pull in a minute here. You'll see for the back. Basically, you just do flies front, flies rear. So I got to stop talking here. I'm getting winded. Don't let your chest flare. Here we go. Getting there. Okay, so I've done Pull for the legs, pull for the arms or upper body. Can't remember call it a press, but the lunge for the legs, press for the upper. I'm just going to throw in a couple little fun exercises I'd like to throw in from time to time. This one's for hip or glute med. My head's going to be out of it, but obviously feel free to hold on to something if you feel your balance isn't great. I like this one because it works, on the standing leg, the glute med muscle, so that kind of upper butt area. So I'm going to try to stand so you can see this a bit better. So I let imagine your pelvis as like a teeter-totter. My knee stays virtually still, and I'm kind of collapsing on my hip, dropping my foot below the level of my other foot, and then kind of hiking it up. So if you kind of look at my hands here, you'll see kind of what I'm trying to do. And it works that kind of upper butt muscle that often gets neglected. So I'm going to try a couple on the other side. So let the hips drop and back up. And again, feel free to do this, at a squat rack or at some sort of dip bar or whatever, so you have something to grab onto. Your balance needs a bit of help. But if you don't hold on to something, then obviously this works balance and stability as well. So you can see with my standing leg, I'm trying not to actually move a whole lot on the standing leg. It's more the non-weight bearing side. You see collapsing and coming up. But as I do that movement, the muscle that's working out is actually on my right side. So my right leg is stationary, but it's my right hip or glute that's working it. And that's just a little fun one just to throw in from time to time. I'll just finish off with a couple little upper bodies. So like I was saying, I don't want to overdo the front press and neglect the back pull. So I'm going to throw in a reverse fly. And the way I like to do it is standing on one foot. Let's do it here. I'm in camera. So kind of that single leg RDL or Roman deadlift position, slight bend in the knee, balance throughout the foot. So I'm not just on my heel or I'm just on my toes. I'm kind of balancing through it. Let's say 3 or even 4 points on my foot. Pull the shoulders back. So kind of backing down the shoulders, nice posture for my neck. And then elbows relatively straight. And you're kind of doing that reverse fly. But again, working stability, working balance as well. So kind of working in multiple different areas. And that's kind of how I like to do it. These kind of functional exercises. So hitting multiple spots with one exercise. So because I'm doing the same with the upper body, but similar, different things with my legs, I just want to switch. And I'm about a halfway point where I'm starting to get tired. And then wrap it out on the other side. Awesome. I'm just going to finish this off. So fun, actually a couple kind of arm exercises, the ones that always are fun for a lot of people out there. I'm going to do a bicep curl, but I'm going to walk and curl. So it's like a farmer carry kind of, but curling as well. I'm trying to isolate the elbows a little bit so I'm not letting my upper body swing to get momentum, but trying to keep the elbows on my sides. And then again, the walking, again, it's just kind of like a farmer carry. Obviously lighter than I would normally do with a farmer carry, but you kind of get the gist of it. Still working it. It's also working the core. I got to stop the swing of momentum when I curl. Cool. And last one I'm going to do is just a tricep kickback. I'm going to do that on one leg as well, though. Yeah, just to work some stability and balance into this. I'll do it at this angle just so you can see a little differently. So bending forward like you would that single leg Romanian deadlift. Elbows bent, and then just kicking back. Try to keep a nice straight posture through your upper body of the neck. So I'm not like that and curving my neck, but trying to keep my gaze down. find a spot on the floor to kind of keep yourself balanced. And again, working a bunch of different things at the same time. And just repping it out, getting that tricep burn going. Obviously, you put your foot down once in a while, catch yourself from balancing. All right, guys, there's my workout for today. Follow along. Usually I'm going to do 3 sets of that. So I'll finish off the rest without being on camera. I don't think you guys need me to see that again. Any questions, comments, please go ahead. Leave them below if you want a certain exercise for a certain muscle group or just for a certain kind of function. Again, comment down below and we'll get that going for you. Have a good day, everyone. See you later.